Yeah, I'm wearing them. Well, yeah, they are a little tight, but you know, it feels good. Yeah, I'll still be wearing them again. Oh, shoot, okay, I start this thing. Hello folks, my name is Joko, and I am here to present to you the very first MySpace blog vice presidential candidate debates between Barry Kitten and Governor Sarah Palin. Governor Sarah Palin. Did you just wink at me? You do know I used to be a subprime mortgage lender, right? I mean, you know, don't you hold us partly responsible for everything that's been going on this week?
Darn right, it was the predator lenders who tried to talk Americans into thinking that it was smart to buy a $300,000 house if we could only afford a $100,000 house. There was deception there.
The first question tonight goes to Governor Palin. The leadership of your party has alternatively been for or against regulation, in particular how it applies to this current economic crisis. Even as early as today, your candidate, John McCain, recommended that George Bush veto the bill that he voted for yesterday. Well, I mean, it just seems to be that you're taking whatever position seems more politically expedient at the time. What do you think about government regulation right now?
Patriotic is saying, government, you know, you're not always the solution. In fact, too often you're the problem.
Okay, follow-up, Governor Palin. Surely you must recognize that the government does have some role in regulating the economy. If in your administration, who would you ask about government intervention? Who would you seek economic advice from?
Go to a kid's soccer game on Saturday and turn to any parent there on the sideline and ask them, how are you feeling about the economy? And I'll bet you're going to hear some fear.
And Barry Kitten, same question to you. Who would you ask?
I call that the ultimate bridge to nowhere.
Senator Biden, I don't recall anybody inviting you here. The next question is again for Governor Palin. Face it, up there in Alaska, I mean, it's colder than Condoleezza's tit up there.
Alaska feels and sees impacts of climate change more so than any other state. And
wouldn't you guys actually benefit from global warming? And as the governor of Alaska, how would you encourage more fossil fuels being spewed in the air? How would you encourage global warming?
The chant is drill, baby, drill.
Moving on to foreign policy, I want to talk about the state of Andorra. Andorra, it's not a character from Bewitched. Andorra is a small country in the Pyrenees between France and Spain. First, Barry Kitten, what do you feel about Andorra and what it's been doing lately?
A policy that would in fact engage our allies in making sure that we knew we were acting on the same page and not dictating.
Okay, Governor Palin, same question. How do you feel about the nation of Andorra?
A country that should be wiped off the face of the earth? As McCain, and that's not accurate. The surge principles, not the exact strategy, but the surge principles that have worked in Iraq need to be implemented in Iran.
Oh, hi. Well, I'm just being informed that this was in fact a clever edit being done by the video maker, that Sarah Palin did not actually just say that. And no, it's not chafing, really. It actually... Okay, yeah, never mind that. Now, on the topic of being a maverick, being different, Barry Kitten, you have been unrepentantly, uncontrovertibly a maverick when it comes to using the cat box. Now, so would that change in a Barry Kitten administration?
Psst, bad kitty! Bad! bad kitty.
And Governor Palin, it seems that people seemingly long for a maverick type, someone outside of the norms of Washington. Are your shoes tonight representative of your maverick spirit? Because, you know, they don't really go with what you're wearing.
I say it ain't so, Joe. There you go again.
My fashion correspondents tell me you shouldn't be wearing ruby slippers with a black suit. Perhaps you're just trying to appeal to Joe Sixpack.
Joe Sixpack, hockey moms.
Or maybe you can just click your heels together and we'll find our way, as a nation, home. Okay, one last statement from both candidates. First, Barry Kitten. And second, Sarah Palin.
These are tumultuous times. We have got to win the wars.
Yes, we do have to win the wars. And I think that in the 230-year history of this nation, this is the first time in an executive office debate that the topic of the wars, plural, has even had to be brought up.
Governor Palin tonight. There's obviously a lot of pressure on her tonight. Format tonight, and a lot of people will have their eyes on him. Our expectation is, though, Keith, that he's going to want to keep his...
Thousands and tens of thousands of people have died and are dying. We should rally the world to act, and we should demonstrate it by our own movement of the African Union in there now to stop this genocide.
Thank you.
Policy that would reject the Bush doctrine of preemption and regime change and replace it with a doctrine of prevention and cooperation. Because in essence, I agree with every major initiative he has suggested.